Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Dan Lawrence, counselor at Chippewa Valley High School. The purpose of this video is to share with you all the different ways you can earn college credit while still a high school student. So let's get started. There are three basic ways to earn college credit while you're a high school student. The first and most popular way is by taking advanced placement exams. Now, advanced placement exams are the tests that are typically offered in the springtime following the completion of an advanced placement course. So at Chippewa Valley High School, we have a bunch of courses that I'll go over in a second. And during that school year in that AP course, you learn all the material necessary to perform well on these AP exams. And when you perform well on an AP exam, a college may give you college credit for taking that test. And I'll show you where you can find more information about that. A second way is through this thing called an articulation agreement. Articulation agreements are arrangements that we have between our high school and local colleges, in particular Macomb Community College. And these arrangements offer opportunities to earn a few college credits for taking career technical education programs while in Chippewa Valley schools. Those are also known as CTE programs. So I'll show you where to find those agreements. And then the last way is through dual enrollment, which is being enrolled in high school and in college at the same time. And I'll show you where you can find information about that. So let's get rolling with this. AP courses, our school has many of them. Many of them meet graduation requirements as well. So if you're watching this video and you're getting ready to select your courses for next school year, this is your opportunity to both look at what we have available, talk to your teachers in these departments, see which course makes the most sense for you. Now, keep in mind, talking about college credit here, so these classes are challenging, but potentially very rewarding for you, especially if it's a topic that really interests you. So this is your way to really go deeper into a subject and work with a teacher who is passionate about that subject as well, in an effort to get ready for that AP exam in May. And when you perform well, like I said, then the college may give you credit. So let's see how we can find out more about that. So if you were in my counseling office right now and you asked me, how could I see if a particular AP course would give me credit, say at Wayne State University? So let's look it up. What I'm doing now is I moved over to College Board's website. In particular, I'm at bigfuture.collegeboard.org. And Big Future is a great search engine for learning about colleges. So I will type in Wayne State. There it is. Since I do this all the time, I'm able to find this stuff pretty quick. It might take you a little while to click around on the buttons, but it certainly wouldn't hurt to try all that stuff. So you'll learn a lot of things about the college you're interested in. So I happen to know that to find these AP score test information for college credit, I go under the applying section and I get a lot of information, but there's a tab over here that says AP on it. So now what I'm going to see is a chart, and say, for example, you're considering taking advanced placement biology at Chippewa Valley High School. And then what you see here is you have the title of the AP test, and you see the minimum score required by Wayne State University in this example to earn college credit. And then it tells you how many college credits Wayne State will give you. So AP test scores range from 1, the lowest, to 5, the highest. And so if I score 3, which is a typical number for getting college credit, that's usually the one you might see. depending on what college you're looking at. Wayne State is going to provide me with 4 college credits equal to this class at Wayne State, Biology 1510. What is Biology 1510? I don't know. You'd have to dig a little bit deeper. You'd have to go to Wayne State's website and start to connect the dots. But putting in some time here can really show you how AP exams can earn you college credit and and allow you to either go right past a class in college, so skip over a prerequisite, or actually get that college credit, like in this example. And this might be a requirement at Wayne State and something you would not have to take later. What's the benefit of that? Time and money. So now, speaking of money, AP exams have a cost associated with them. We do have waivers for free and reduced lunch students, but there's some cost associated with it. It changes from year to year, um, but it's way cheaper than college courses. So keep that in mind. So you can look down on this, all the different AP exams and how they might correlate with what we have to it. There's economics, here's some physics, there's psychology. You can see there's lots of different AP exams available. So that's just one way. It might be the quickest way to find out for what kind of benefit college-wise an AP test can give you. So let's go back to our PowerPoint for a second. Okay. Well, let's just say a couple more things about AP tests before we move on to the other 2 topics, articulation agreements and dual enrollment. So one of the key pieces we counselors want to remind students is we need you, not just want you, we need you to commit to these AP courses. There's a lot of energy, a lot of resources that go into providing these great programs to you as a student. So when you sign up for them, we're going to hold you to that commitment. So this year, we're not asking for any forms, any applications. We want you to talk about this with your parents. We want you to talk about this with your teachers and with your counselor to get all the information that you can about what's involved, how much homework, there's a lot of homework, how much effort it's going to take to do these kind of things. Sometimes there's summer work that's required for some AP classes. So having all that information ahead of time will help you make the right decision. And once you make that decision, we're going to ask that you stick with it and you stick with that class throughout the whole year, because when you've done that and you've talked to the teacher, chances are highly likely that you're going to be successful. You're going to be successful. You will have to work hard. You will have to put in effort, but you see what the reward is. Doing well on that AP exam can lead to college credit later, which could save you time and money. So if you sign up for an AP class, we're going to ask that you don't drop it. All right. So to sum up, AP has many benefits to it. Talk to your teachers, talk to your parents, talk to your counselor, figure out which one's best for you, and then move forward with it. So on to the next piece, articulation agreements. I mentioned earlier, articulation agreements are arrangements we have between our high school and local colleges to provide some college credit for completing high school work. So not a lot of people know about these, so it's kind of an insider tip. Let me show you where you can find more information. The place you can find the most information about this is our district's website. So Chippewa Valley Schools. It might take me a couple clicks. I do the same thing you folks have to do, find this stuff. And I just keep looking for it all the time. Sometimes it moves on me. So I'm going to start here with departments. And where I'm going to go is career development. Okay. And then I see a couple helpful things. And one of those things I find is this, saw this earlier. You're probably seeing it right now, and I'm looking for it. I think if I clicked on career, explore your EDP. There's lots of cool things on here. Application guide. Wow. 4-year plans. So this is resume tips, cover letters, job shadowing, tuning up your EDP. For those of you who are not familiar, an EDP stands for an educational development plan, something all of you have and that you should be updating. Now we use I found it. Now we use the computer system called Zello instead of Career Cruising. Zello is our new system for getting your EDP up to date and getting your career plan and selecting a career pathway, which, just to maybe state the obvious, is the most important part of this whole process. Having a direction of where you're going career-wise, so then you can think about what colleges will help you get closer to that career. Articulation is the point of being at this website right now. So I click on there, and what I'm directed to is a PDF, it looks like. And here we see all the different agreements we have. So let's look at health occupations. One of the popular classes we have at Chippewa Valley Schools is called medical careers. So the articulation agreement we have is through the health occupations domain. So I clicked on that, and now what I see is an articulation agreement between Macomb Community College and all of these schools, including our favorite Chippewa Valley schools. And what we see here are a bunch of rules and a bunch of things you have to do. But ultimately, what it leads to is completing our 2-year medical careers program. Medical careers 1 in 11th grade, medical careers 2 in 12th grade, and doing several other things that it says that you need to do here. You can earn college credit at Macomb for a class called HHSC 1700 Medical Terminology, 3 college credits. See, there's college credit for something you've already done while you're in high school. So take some time, if you're a career technical education student, to look at the articulation agreements we have, so you can make sure you follow these rules. So when you get over to that next place, Macomb or wherever it is, you can get everything that you've earned. All right, so that is articulation. Now the last one is dual enrollment. Now what I said earlier about dual enrollment is the name really talks about what it is. Dual enrollment is earning college credit while you're still enrolled in high school. So let's put it this way. You're enrolled in 2 places at once. So the place to find out information about this is our Chippewa Valley counseling website. So this one I know off the top of my head, CVHS guidance.weebly.com. Click on there. I see lots of information that I should be visiting this site all the time because there's all this great stuff. Our monthly newsletter is here. There's probably some smiling faces of people that you can see, like your other counselors. Let's see. Well, at least our emails are there and our previous newsletters. Oh, there's Mr. Merchant. We made a video earlier on, and there's all our emails. But the purpose of us being here now is to talk about dual enrollment. Here it is. And little explanation for dual enrollment. It says allows eligible high school students to take certain college classes as part of their high school schedule. In many cases, these courses are fully or partially paid for by the school district. Wow, saving time and money, like we talked about with AP, like we implied with the articulation agreements. So what you need to do is follow this link. We created a little newsletter about dual enrollment and what you would need to do this. So college classes, the simplest way I could put it, you would apply and be accepted at a local college. In our case, since Macomb is right down the street, most of our dual enrollment students will go to Macomb. And we would trade a high school hour for a college course. So the simplest example would be this. If If you wanted to take one college class in that given semester, in the fall or in the winter, um, you would have 5 high school classes and 1 college class. So in our example, in a typical 5-hour or 6-hour day, you would leave after 5th hour. So in other words, you wouldn't have a 6th hour because we have used those resources to now pay for your most of your college class. When I say pay for most of it, some college classes are real expensive. The state has a maximum of what we're allowed to pay for. So when your expenses for that college class go beyond what the state minimum is, and it's around $600 or so. When it goes above the $600, then you as a student parent have to pay that remainder. But that's still saving you hundreds of dollars because $600 is already paid for. And most of Macomb's classes would fall either at or below that $600 mark, all included for fees and even textbooks. Okay. But some of them can go over. Just remember that piece. Um, and how do you sign up for this one? Well, you talk to your counselor about it because what we would ask you to do is set up your high school course request the way you need it to be, with your requirements, with your electives, with things that you could really live with while you're in high school that really meet your needs. Then talk to your counselor about dual enrollment. Tell them that you're interested. Read through all of this stuff. And then start doing this stuff when that counselor gives you the green light and says, yeah, that's a good idea. Don't forget to talk to your parents about it too. Make sure they think it's a good idea as well. Um, like we said with AP, there's commitment involved. There's money involved here too, because we're spending hundreds of dollars for you to go to a college class. We need you to be fully aware. So talking to everyone you can and getting all the information you can is critical for dual enrollment. So once all that stuff happens and you've gone through the process, you need to then register for a class on your own. You do all this stuff and you actually sign up for the class on your own, and then we get the bill. So we don't know that you're done until you tell us you're done. And when you've got that college class, then we'll go back in and drop that high school class. So in other words, we'll make sure you have a full high school schedule until you are all set with a dual enrollment course. And then we'll take away a high school class for every dual enrollment class that you signed up for. There's limits, there's rules, there's details. This is a short video. So read everything, talk to everyone, ask the questions. All right. So I've been going on a little bit longer than I would like to because I know your time is valuable, but I appreciate you looking at this video. As always, your counselors are available to answer any questions you have. All the counselors are well-versed in all of these things about advanced placement, about articulation agreements, and about dual enrollment. The information is all there. We can help you get to it, and we can answer any questions you or your parents might have. So thank you for your time, and good luck requesting your courses for next year.